Well, we are ready for the match then. It is a big evening and a big clash for these two big teams. We'll tell you what, on paper, this might look a little bit not neck to neck if you look at the rankings of the teams. But on pitch, it has been a very different story lately. In the last 5 meetings, or rather 6 meetings, 3 of them have gone in favor of India. But the last one, in competitive matches going in favor of Nepal, they had won it and then a draw. So Nepal are very well here to give a tough competition to the Blue Tigresses.
Yeah, the Nepal side of late has been doing pretty much well, especially in the international competitions. And now India has to focus because they have those Olympic qualifiers and they are going to take on much stronger side in the form of Turkmenistan and, of course, the Kyrgyz Republic.
Yeah, rightly so. And last day we were discussing about how tough those matches are going to be, and with every round, that is just the first round, it'll get tougher. But that is why the international friendlies are there, not just to test out the players and give them game time, but at the same time, we have to perform better and improve our performance with each game.
Yeah, because whenever you have more game time, that's where the girls can gel together well. You build up the combination, and that's what is very important, that the link-up play, the interplay, the passing, everything improves a lot. And taking on teams from Central Asia is not going to be just a cakewalk. It is going to be very, very tough.
Well, it is going to be, hence more international friendlies will be coming after this as well in March. Hopefully India will be performing good in those as well. There's the Indian team. Time for some photographs. Fans have tuned in as well in numbers. But when you face teams within the subcontinent and within Southern Asia, you need to perform better and look better, at least the giants, as they say.
India has done well in the SAF championships, but now they need to look forward. And because the All India Football Federation is being absolutely focused for the development of the women's football, so that's going to be very, very important.
Well, there's the two captains for the match toss. Anjela Subba, the captain of Nepal, and Indumati leading India. She's been the captain in the previous game as well.
Yeah, the local girl, and that's always good that you have so much of support. Now, there would be a minute of silence for the departed Olympian, one of the all-time Indian greats, Tulsidas Balaram, because All India Football Federation is having a 3-day mourning.
And in India's run to the 4th spot in the 1956 Melbourne Olympics. Thank you. Thank you. Please be seated.
Those were the glory days again. Tulsidas Balaram, part of that brilliant Indian team, having won the Asian Games. They were 4th position in the Olympics as well. And the trio, they were called the magical trio of Chuni Goswami, P.K. Banerjee and Tulsidas Balaram, ably defended and especially supported by Jernal Singh as well, and Peter Thangaraj in the goal. So what a brilliant Indian side that was. And we dominated the Asian countries, Japan, Korea.
Well, we all pray his soul rests in peace, but also looking to the greats can our current generations get some inspiration from them and fight?
That's exactly what you have to live to the legacy. You have to look towards them for the inspiration.
Well, the Blue Tigresses are one of a kind. They're calm yet tempestuous and brave when they face danger. Their majesty is mesmerizing and their confidence is immense, while this Nepal team is a group of hardest trained fighters who never give up and fight till the very last minute, which makes them one of the most difficult opponents to beat. And we are underway with the game. It's India in orange and Nepal in blue. India will be attacking from left to right of your screens in the first half.
The initial minutes will be very, very important. There's always butterfly in the stomach. And, of course, the Nepal side team, the tail is up because they fought back so brilliantly with those couple of goals which they equalized.
Well, on that day, Nepal were clearly the better side in the first half. India looked a totally different side in the second. But those players from the second half have been given a start today. And that 2 goals have hurt them. And when we often hear about Tigers and Tigresses, and there's a chance early on, Tangmei Grace takes it on her left, trying to control it, and that's a missed pass. And there's where the little bit of game maturity and game reading comes into play.
Well, the defensive shape is perfect. Look at that, the blue shirts.
And there's the one who troubled the Indian defense time and again last time around, Sabitra Pandari, the top goal scorer for this Nepal team. Nepal in attack, driving forward, and cleared away for a throw-in.
This team is, of course, looking very, very positive. Thomas Denaby knows that. But Nepal starting with a very aggressive intent.
As they always do, Nepal. Over 40 goals for Sabitra Pandari. 2 in the previous game as well. That's a cross, wasted one. And that's how the previous game started as well. Their corner kick was wasted, and that's Anantraj Thapa, the head coach of Nepal. They do not give up till the last.
Yes, and he needs a victory today for his tenure to continue, because he's on a contract, very interim duty.
That was Ritu Rani, who made her way into the lineup today. The left-hand side of the defense for India looks changed. Ritu Rani and Julie Kishan, both of them. One a left full-back and one playing a centre-back. A throw-in, early stages in the game. And they have to be wary of the danger which Nepal brings with them. India have won the ball back. Lobbed forward. That aerial ball is a threat at times, but sometimes looks very wasteful, doesn't it?
Well, the Indian girls are passing it well. They're holding on to the ball, gaining little confidence on the contact.
And Nepal have won it back in the midfield. And that's Sabitra Bandari. And somewhat her own teammate was down on the ground, and hence she couldn't really run past. But India are moving forward, and that's a good move building up. Manisha Kalyan passed one challenge with her left. It was a brave attempt with her left foot.
Yes, and you can't forget Manisha Kalyan. She's the one who scored that iconic goal against Brazil. And look at that. Just wriggled past, had it clear, took a left footer through the near post. Couldn't generate that much of power.
Well, she was looking for the top corner, probably couldn't generate the power there. But Manisha Kalyan troubled that side of the pitch and the Nepal defenders last time out. And that's why she has been given a start here. And there's a ball forward for Sabitra Bandari. Will be collected by Chanu Ilangvam, who made her spot solid once Aditi Chauhan was injured in the last game.
I think Thomas Janabi has done extremely well to bring in Manisha Kalyan in the starting 11, because she brings in a lot of fresh energy and, of course, little quality.
And that quality has to be displayed by the Blue Tigresses. There's always a potential which we talk about when we speak Indian football. We often say, even FIFA probably, they have said the sleeping giants of Asian football.
Yeah, I think we're making right steps to wake up indeed, because there's been a holistic approach by the National Federation to improve the game, especially the women's football as well. And a lot of support for the Blue Tigresses, and hope they can win one. And a lot of support.
And hope they make the fans smile as well. And that's Indumati running forward. A good spot towards the right. Soumya running against two. Will be blocked and covered by Hirakumari. And that's good defensive work. She has been sharp. And she has gone to attack as well at times.
Sharma showed her quality. The cross that she made, and India scored that goal.
Rightly so. Soumya Gagulat and Manisha Kalyan playing on the flanks. And that's a giveaway. That's a very poor shot. Not great technique on that. Or maybe not the right time to use that technique.
Indumati was there, the skipper of the Blue Tigresses. Baladevi is of course not there, so lot depends on how Manisha Kalyan and Gangmei and of course Indumati and Soma, the attackers, they perform. But again, the match is with a huge pace, but again the players have to sustain because it's pretty hot and humid out here. 28 degrees Celsius with 73% humidity.
Well, that's pretty warm, but it might get heated up on the pitch as well. A long ball forward from Dalima. Still trying to control it, India. Indumati with the flick. Dangmei has a different role to play today. She's playing a striker. Played a right winger last time around. From the center of the park, India moving up front. Dalima, she has quality in plenty. There was a deflection on the way though.
Dalima is quite a regular feature in the Indian side. Had been doing pretty much well.
Controlled by Riturani. And that's a giveaway. They have to be more cautious about these chances when they gift away. And Nepal have slightly got a different approach today though. Dangmei switched towards Manisha. She's always carrying danger with her. Once again gets to the left. The cross is delivered. The header is off target. And you can see the frustration from Soumya Gagulat.
That was a brilliant cross whipped in from the left again. Perfectly poised there, but again, Soma just failing to get that. Look at the quality of the pass. And nobody getting a defining touch. Absolutely on the 6-yard area. Inviting.
Well, sometimes as an attacker, that's all you want. A delivery like that is a dream for many strikers. But nonetheless, first chance for India there. And Thomas Dennerby, he's a strict man when it comes to grinding out results.
Soma is one who plays or plies a trade in a foreign country. She's with Dynamo Zagreb. And of course, we have Aditi Chauhan also playing for Lord's FA before. And the West Ham United.
That's a good pass. Dangmei, she's all alone though. 4 blue shirts are blocking her off. Not often you would say that against the Blue Tigresses because they are generally in blue. It's an opposite scenario today. Give away from Nepal as well.
Remember the last match, India dominated the first half, but then Nepal came back so strongly in the second 45.
The battling for possession. Nepal have got the better right now. That's missed by Sabitra Bhandari. Not often you see her do that. She has tremendous pace and can trouble the Indian defense, just like she did in the last match. Anjutamang. She has got the quality as well. A few of these girls have immense quality, rather all of them. They're representing the nation, and that'll be a free kick. A nudge from behind, and that's not a great position to give away a free kick there.
Yeah, Dung Mai caught there, and she hits the deck as soon as she got that challenge. It was little clumsy again, defending from Amrita Chase. So this is a very good situation to get a set piece. Can India convert from here?
Well, there's a different question as well, not just of conversion. Will they go for a cross and look for a header there, or will India go direct? There are players who can take it, just like her.
But this is a very gettable distance, you know. I mean, they should go and plan to go direct. And Manisha Kalyani on the ball.
We'll have to see that. We have seen Talima score from free kicks as well. Manisha Kalyan. She'll go with the left. She has a magical and sweet left foot. Will that come into play? Waiting for the signals. Manisha Kalyan with her left off the wall. The wall is there for a reason, and they do their work.
Yeah, there were 5 women ball, and couldn't beat that. Couldn't curl it around that.
Still with India. The first touch was good there, but the second wasn't from Kartika. That's a beautiful turn. Savitra Bhandari has 3 players in support. It chooses Amisha there on the right-hand side. Checks back. Nepal trying to go in attack and catch India by surprise. They've looked for these long shots time and again, and collected by Chanu Wilambam. Nonetheless, a shot on target, even though didn't have much power in that.
Yeah, what is good about this Nepal side is they're coming up in numbers. Look at that. Look at the support play. But this was again not directed properly. Quite a routine save for Chanu.
A throw in there at the far side for Nepal. They'll be motivated. The Indian bench will be motivated as well. But it's an away game for them. They're much behind in ranks in the FIFA ranking, but they have a point to prove that they can perform against big teams. Not great control by Bimala Chaudhary. Launched forward, Tang Mei running forward, but the captain is there to rescue. Angela Subba, she did well in the previous game as well.
Little heavy touch that. That was a good move built up by India through the middle, but they have to utilize the wide positions.
Moving forward again, Manisha Kalyan. The left channel has been active. That's a mistake. And she has won it back. A good recovery there. Ramisha Karki doing so well to not let her go through. Stark difference from the last match, the previous match, first half. India are winning most of the second balls here right now and trying to build more attacks. And they've not allowed Nepal through. And that's why they go direct.
Soma not too active on the right channel. She was very active in the last match. Was always utilizing those empty spaces on the channels.
Indumati launched forward again, looking for Soumya. Can she get onto that one? It's a tough ask, but she'll keep it in and win a corner as well. And tell you what, Hira Kumari should have done better. She lost her focus and thought and gave up. And that's why. That's the difference when you don't give up in a game of football. Nepal themselves have put an example in the last game.
Yeah, there was good planning once again by Soma. Quick thinking.
Corner then for India. And the favorite to take it, Manisha Kalyan. No guesses about the quality with her left. No questions too. There can be a better delivery and a conversion. It's a different idea from the training grounds. Good work by Indumati. That's chipped forward. And still with India. Tang Mei Grace is there. And on the rebound, Anju Tamang. That's a kick out as well after that, and no foul given. India will control. That was a dangerous attack, and still with India. Did well enough to keep possession. And that's rather wasteful.
Could you believe it? They built up so well. They worked so well. Look at that. What a lovely turn from Indumati. And just a simple tap-in would have done Dangmei Grace. Not too tall.
That's excellent. Look at that quality. Even the delivery. And that's good defending.
Yeah, there were two blue shirts blocking the angle for the header.
India looks sharp here. That's a missed pass. And talking about that turn from Indumati, that was exquisite and of top level. It shows, that set piece shows the work that Thomas Tenerby is putting in the training grounds. Good passing from Nepal. He cannot let her turn. From the left now, Bimala Chaudhary, Nepal in attack. And blocked away by Dalima Chibber. It's a corner for Nepal now.
Yeah, they're showing some reaction once again. Good pressure, but finally defended by Dalima.
Good block at the end, but that's where Sabitra Bhandari is dangerous. She turned and created that inch of space for Bimala Chaudhary to run onto. That was a throw-in. Bimala, she delivers. There's only one blue shot, and the header is off target. Well, how near was that?
Yeah, how could they allow a free header for Sabitra Bhandari? Look at that. Absolutely delivered, pinpointed. And there were three orange shirts and none blocking Sabitra Bhandari. That could have been a killer.
Would you believe it? There was only one blue shirt in the box. And she was allowed a free header. And 16 minutes played. It's 0-0 here, but quite a few good moves. Another one of them building up here. But at the same time, we have to say, Sabitra Bhandari should have probably kept it on target, even though she worked hard to get onto that. She has missed plenty of chances in the previous game, even though she scored 2. From the right, Nepal again. Sabitra Bhandari combines with everyone around her to get herself in a dangerous position and get the supply back to score. Good interception by Indumati.
Of course, today it is an absolutely transformed side, this Nepal women's international side. They're looking a different one, the one they started in the last match at the Marina Arena. The first 45 absolutely belong to India.
And that's a foul, pushed from behind by Kartika. And the referee for today's game, Alamgir.
He was one who officiated the last match as well from Bangladesh. He officiates in the Bangladesh Premier League. FIFA referee.
Well, set pieces are always dangerous. Bimala delivers. Sabitra Bhandari rises the highest. And what can't she do?
Once again, putting a lot of pressure, this Sabitra. And whenever she's moving up, somehow there's jittery, there's some panic in the Indian defense.
Kind of obvious with the pace and tricks. And even the physicality she brings with her. Not often we talk about that. But she's very sharp in attack. India now. That's a 50-50 ball, but well done by Dalima. And the first time pass, just a little overweighted.
You know, the Nepal defense, the back four are a little on less pressure because they know that Baladevi is not starting. Because Baladevi has been a prolific scorer for India.
Well, in one way, that's a problem for India. But in one way, it's good as well. Because just the moment you start underestimating and get relaxed, and that's the moment you can be pounced upon. But it's a big miss, of course. No doubt on that. Good pass forward. Sabitra Bhandari. Wide left, looking for a pass. Good close control and finds once again the only blue shirt. But Anju Tamang did enough to not let her.
Yeah, now this time the shape maintained so very well. But again, when Baladevi is not around, now Manisha Kalyan, Dangmei Grace, Sauma, they have to fill up her shoes.
Well, which they're trying to, which is a hard ask and not an easy boot to fill. Bala Devi, the quality she has, the way she gets into dangerous area and scores goals, the highest goal scorer for a reason.
Manisha trying for that little turn. She's got a lot of tricks, but defended so very well there by Shamiksha Kimire.
And this time it'll be Dalima Chipper.
This blue are looking very confident.
Dalima delivers. The confidence can be broken if the delivery was better. All the way back. And now Anju couldn't control a chance opening up. Indumati straight to the hands of Anjila Subba. What a chance that for India.
Very good save. And Indumati, she should have got her name on the score sheet. Look at that. What a brilliant delivery. Sloppy defending and absolutely in a vantage position there. Flag staying down. She should have converted.
Well, another chance. We didn't catch that on frame. But India knocking the door here. And that previous chance, well, somewhat happened for good. The Anju Tamang tried to control but couldn't. And that worked in favor of India.
The Chennai girls again combining so very well. That was a lovely pass from Kartika. Meant for Indumati, her skipper. And once again, that long ranger was wavered, little wide.
Well, she's trying to test the keeper time and again. She scored in the previous game. And the captain looking to lead from front.
But one should praise Anjila Subba. She kept her cool.
Well, indeed. Even till the goals she conceded in the last game, she was looking pretty solid and made a few saves. Even the save against Bala Devi's shot was impressive. The last came out quickly of her line, pretty solid and made NEPAL a few in attack. Sabitra Bhandari. Now from the right, Amisha Karki gets in a cross. Once again, a poor one.
Ran absolutely out of idea. Not real pressure here on Chanu Ilangbam because Aditi Chauhan is injured. She's not playing.
Two big boots to fill. One up front, one at the back. Of course, hampers the chances of India. But then, it helps the preparation of these players. Good to have a strong bench. Manisha Kalyan. Sometimes you would wonder if the ball sticks to her like a magnet. And look at that crowd. They have turned up in plenty to support the national team. And that's what we want to see more.
We saw the training of the Indian, the Blue Tigresses. Aditi and Baladevi were training, but today they are not in the squad as well.
Well, maybe somewhat a precautionary measure as well. And few of the local talents from Tamil Nadu also in the team. Kartika Indumati, the captain. That's a good sliding challenge from Julie Kishan. India trying to control it in the midfield. Tangmei has dropped very deep.
No, but they're giving away the passes, especially failing to control the middle third of the park. And of course, Nepal doing much well. Good link-up play and a lot of lacuna left in the Indian midfield because you have two blockers in form of Anju Tamang and Kartika. They are not playing the A game.
Well, correctly spotted, especially Anju and Kartika. They need to combine well. Kartika to Indumati. These two combine well, of course. Indumati, she looks for spaces to shoot most of the times. This time not allowed. Dalima. A good-looking cross forward. Indumati will head it back. Tangmei Grace to Indumati. It was a clever pass, and now Soumya. Was she onside? Yes, she is. The attack will continue. And the cross isn't quite great. Defended under pressure, Nepal, but managed to make sure India do not have the ball there.
You know, the Indian attack is becoming a little predictable. They're just floating the ball, getting the trajectory, and the job easily done by the two central defenders of Nepal. They're doing pretty well, Amrita and Shamiksha. We'll look at that. Soumya, not the best of first touch, took it far away, and then finally, when she managed to pass it to Kartika, that was wayward.
Well, that's why the first touches are so important at times. If there was a better first touch, it could have been a different outcome altogether on that occasion. Launched forward yet again, and Nepal have the ball back. Sabitra Bhandari. She hasn't sparked yet, but it takes a moment for her. Just like that, driving inside. The keeper is out, and the save is made. That's good goalkeeping somehow eventually by Chanu Elangbam.
Very good save from Chanu. That was, look at the speed. Sudden burst of speed by Sabitra Bhandari. Absolutely beating Dalima on the run, but what a great leaving the line and blocking the angle, Chanu Elangbam. She's doing pretty well because Aditi, the number one choice, is not playing.
Well, of course, she has done well so far, but now a corner to deal with. Bimala Chaudhary, her deliveries have been pinpoint accurate. With a left, Bimala Chaudhary. There's plenty of blue shirts to aim for this time. Towards the far post, still with Nepal, and cleared away for the time being. They'll still have the ball, and now India might launch a counter. Indumati is running forward, not much support with her though, that's the issue. And she had to check back, and now a throw in eventually.
That was a quick break by the Indians, but there was some sloppy defending. There was some chance given to the Nepal attackers.
Throw in for India. In the danger zone and collected by Angela Subba. Routine collection for her.
No, Dangmei Grace has never got the quality of Baladevi. She has to put some pressure. Dalima, again, delivering that. Look at the trajectory. That was a floated in, but Angela is injured in the process.
Well, she's down on the ground. Will need some treatment. And Dalima just tried too hard to steal the ball there on that occasion.
She was trying to play it behind the back four. A perfect area between the goal line and the spot kick. That area is vulnerable. But Angela did well to come out. So they have to plan something differently. And look at that. Angela, little touch from Dangmei. Not a huge contact. But she got that niggle.
And that'll probably be a free kick which has been given. And there's something about 3-1 score lines we discussed last day. At the same time, not just the senior team, even the Nepal under-20 and India under-20 women had got a result of 3-1 in the SAFA under-20. There's something about that score line, which was near to happen in the previous game as well, but Nepal managed to equalize. Soumya to Kartika. Slowed down the tempo of the game for the time being. Anju Tumang to Soumya. Back to Anju, she has some space, finds a pass and a good one. Dangmei was looking to turn. That's good defending again by Samiksha. And look at that turn. Manisha Kalyan. She's lethal. She is skillful. And she'll win a corner for India.
India putting a lot of pressure from the left part of it. And Sauma at times moving. Manisha, that was again delivered well, but defended over the near goal line.
Well, Nepal at the moment haven't missed one of their centre backs who's off the pitch now. Delima delivers. Easy clearance for Rashmi Kumari. And then the shot, that could be trouble. That's a good save made by Angela Subba for the second time now.
Angela is absolutely on the mark. What a great goalkeeping there. Right foot, that was just going in. The perfect spot jump, timed the jump so very well. And that is how she prevented the scoreline from changing.
There's some belief in the local ground from Indumati and Kartika. Taken by surprise, their shot. But Anjali Subba saved it. Manisha delivers. And they're waiting for that shot on rebound. This time it was wayward.
India have to show a more quicker transition from the defensive position to the attack and a little bit of more offensive overload. They're trying from the left, but the right has to be utilized as well.
That's a good point. Soumya hasn't been that active. Here she is. Half an hour played, still 0-0. Soumya running forward, just when we say about her not being active.
She's going central. Now that doesn't help the cause. That makes the job easy for the opposition defenders because they can funnel you out.
Well, maybe Thomas Denerby will be sending out and shouting out his instructions to get that wide play from the right-hand side as well. That's a cheap giveaway of possession, and especially when you are in attack, your team is up front and you give away the ball. That can cause trouble. Just like it did. Sabitra Bhandari trying to find Vimala Chaudhary. Dalima will clear. Anantraj Thapa. He'll be once again happy if the scoreline stays 0-0 at halftime.
What are the options for India? Because in that way, Dangmei Grace is not firing. They could bring in Renu Rani. They could get Sandhya as well, one of the local girls.
Nepal control it. Renu, Karishma and Sandhya, the three options up front.
Sandhya is pretty much experienced. She has played about 27 games for the national side, having scored 7 international goals. And she plays for the Gokulam Kerala women's team.
Well, that's all to be seen for the second half. And that's once again a comfortable dealing for Angela Subba. But tell you what, just to mention, the two young players are Manisha Kalyan and Soumya Gugulat, two of the youngest in this squad today. 21 years of age, still very young. This is the senior national team. And they've performed bright as well.
Yeah, very good age to get into the side, and you have long years. You can mature with experience. So this is good work done.
Well, the energy levels are suddenly dipping in the first half. Maybe a goal can inject and boost the pace of the game. Throw in. Dangmi. She's moved wide. He's not a natural striker, I believe, and that is what is making it difficult, making life difficult for her to stay up front.
Again, good pressure by Dangmei Grace, and finally cleared by Sameksha. Now, there are only 3 players in the Indian squad currently who are just around 30 and 30 plus. Baladevi, oldest of them, 33. Aditi Chauhan, 30. And of course, the defender is also of 30 years of age.
And the Nepal bench. That reaction was for the miss pass.
I was talking about Manisha Panna. And again, Michael Castana, also just 30.
Manisha Panna, she's on the bench today. Replaced by Ritu Rani, who has done well so far, so good for India. Well, Manisha is ever so interested in the press. Kartika, good touch, but good defending as well, matched up. It's good game all around from both teams. Just a few errors, if that can be minimalized.
That is what Thomas Genevieve would be doing at the lemon break. He has to do a lot of amount of talking. And this is good that all the Indian under 17, the under 20 and the senior women's team are all at the same training camp. And that gives a lot of chance for the younger players to gel with the icons and they can learn a thing or two.
No better way than learning from your idols. Dalima Chipper. The pace of the game has suddenly slowed down. Dalima wants to fasten it up. That's a wasted cross again. And Tangmei Grace isn't just getting that edge over the defenders. And there's the replay of the chance. And Tangmei maybe could have done better. But it's just a goal kick. And Nepal, if you keep missing chances, will take theirs and hurt you with what you did not expect. Amisha Karki. Amisha still controlling it. Sarulimbu. Back with Amisha. There's options in players running into space. Hirakumari. Bimala Chaudhary delivers the cross. Not good trapping by Amisha, I believe.
Very good passing bout by the Nepal girls. They're doing extremely well, controlling the midfield, moving up in unison. And of course, they are having the better of ball control. And again, the vulnerable area for India is the left wing back, that is Julie Kisan. She left a lot of lacuna there on the left channel.
Well, maybe not just attacking changes, but Thomas Deneby will be looking for defensive changes as well if needed. He wouldn't want to keep it
Yeah, you can make as many changes. This is international friendly. And he would, of course, try and give them most amount of game time to all the players.
Rightly so. It was Ranjana Chanu on the left-hand side in the previous game. That's a giveaway by Nepal. Anju will try to control. Eventually back with India. Anju Tamang. We are approaching the halfway mark very soon now. And will we see a goalless first half again?
Anantraj Thapa should be happy the way the team has been performing. They're combining so very well, bringing up players, throwing up bodies.
And they're very intelligently doing so. They're waiting for their time, maintaining their shape, and as soon as they have the ball, they just flock forward in numbers. Anju Tamang. Kartika, that should be a foul. She controlled it well initially.
India basically relying on the counter attacks. They're sitting a little deep. And this was a long ball delivered. And Indumati challenge. She got caught there. Amrita.
So it is one more free kick for India. And this time it will be Dalima. It's a bit far out to go for goal. But we never know. We have seen surprises happen and miracles happen. But we expect a cross, and that's the most likely scenario here. Or maybe some different idea. There's Soumya, who is free on the right-hand side. I wonder if any Nepal player has marked her. Delima from the free kick. She'll go direct on goal. Too far out to trouble Angela Subba.
Yeah, Angela had her eyes on the ball. She never took it off. She could elude the wall, but again directly to Angela and absolutely to a goalkeeper's height. She, of course, had options on the right, Soumya.
Manisha's shot is saved. And Angela Subba needs to be praised again because of her positioning sense. It's not easy being a goalkeeper.
India trying to up the ante when we are approaching the midway mark.
The best possible scenario for India will be getting a lead before the break. Indumati, her close control is so good. But just when we said that, she had to give it away. And Nepal is on attack. It's a good forward pass. And Sabitra Bhandari couldn't trap it with her left. And that's one thing you'll notice in common with Nepal attacks. They always look to go long or with those forward passes. Pressure there on Angela. She'll deal with it.
Smart work done by Angela again. She covered. She saw the Indian attacker attacking from the right, Soumya. And look at that. She's got the confidence.
Well, she's the captain, and why not? And we sometimes see goalkeepers steal the show. She's stealing it right now. But there's plenty of time to be played. 4 more minutes of regulation time in first half. That edge over the defenders. And there's the replay of the chance. And Tangmei maybe could have done better. But it's just a goal kick. And Nepal, if you keep missing chances, will take theirs and hurt you with what you did not expect. Amisha Karki. Amisha still controlling it. Sarulimbu. Back with Amisha. There's options in players running into space. Hirakumari. Bimala Chaudhary delivers the cross. Not good trapping by Amisha, I believe.
Very good passing bout by the Nepal girls. They're doing extremely well. Controlling the midfield, moving up in unison. And of course, they are having the better of ball control. And again, the vulnerable area for India is the left wing back, that is Julie Kishan. She left a lot of lacuna there on the left channel.
Well, maybe not just attacking changes, but Thomas Deneby will be looking for defensive changes as well if needed. He wouldn't want to keep it
Yeah, you
hanging.
can make as many changes. This is international friendly. And he would, of course, try and give them most amount of game time to all the players.
Rightly so. It was Ranjana Chanu on the left-hand side in the previous game. That's a giveaway by Nepal. Anju will try to control. Eventually back with India. Anju the still a chance there. Well, just few seconds to half time, and maybe a few more will be added on at the end of 45. Well, we apologize for the technical issues. There's been no goals in between, so it's 0-0. And 2 minutes is the additional time at the end of 45. And most likely it'll be the same scoreline at half time.
You have to give full credit to the Nepal side. They've done so very well.
And that was another great chance. And whenever there's a 50-50 gamble, it's Sabitra Bhandari with her pace who bursts forward. Julie Kishan, Manisha Kalyan, she can run forward too easily, just like that. That's a good pass produced as well. Soumya, will she get onto that? She has eventually, and that's good work. Is that a penalty? She seemed to be pulled down. We'll have to see a replay of that wave down by the referee.
Yeah, that was a lovely turn. She won the ball back. Look at that. Was again a little push there. Hira Kumari Bujal, and then there was a definite contact. But the referee of Bangladesh, Alamgir, overlooked.
Well, maybe situational, maybe some of the rules implementing, but the referee was in a better position to judge that. But it's not a penalty, and life has to go on. It's the decision of the referee, and we can complain, but we cannot stop the game. We have to play to the whistle, and it's a corner for India. Manisha, once again, the different idea. Manisha takes it on her left, and now on the right, turns and goes for a shot. That's dangerous. This might be the first goal. So nearly. And even on the second attempt, no one could get a touch to that. Kartika. And cleared away by Nepal eventually. How did that not go in?
Yeah, that ricochet just landed. There were two Indian players just failing to trap that.
And imagine Nepal scoring here after that missed chance. Rashmi Kumari, she goes for the shot off target. And we're done with the additional 2. And that's half time here at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, Chennai. And no goals in the first 45, but I'm sure you wouldn't want to go anywhere. All the 4 goals in the previous game came in the second half, and there's more action to come your way. At half time, it's India 0 and Nepal 0. Plenty of hard work to be done in the second half. Nepal looks strong and solid. They look unbreakable. They do not look shaken off. And this is how the first half went by. A bright start by India. A few chances here and there. Manisha with the outstep trying to test the keeper. She has been most of the times at the end of these highlight clips. And Nepal, this cross was dangerous from Bimala Chaudhary. And Sabitra Bhandari, if she could have hit the target. But time and again, India kept knocking the door. 1-2 chances for Nepal really as well. And that was Kartika trying to test the keeper, and did test the keeper. Manisha Kalyan as well, shooting from distance. And then this was the last attack. Almost caused trouble. And Tangmei Grace maybe should have done better. But as it stands at half time, it is India 0 and Nepal 0. Well, do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be back again with second half action.